We're live? Oh, snap. Okay, let me spin one time real quick, y'all. Hey, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. After the Perez Hilton situation, we got Tamar Braxton being called out on TikTok for pandering. We also got Lizzo being dragged by social media. Beyoncé being dropped by Moet. She's trying to cover it up as if she bought her steak out. I am watching, and this is honestly, I'm not gonna say scary for me because I don't get nervous about stuff like that, but this is an eye-opening situation that for the first time ever in social media, in internet culture, where celebrities and influencers are just regular people, okay? I'm gonna need y'all help discussing this. This is a bonus episode today. We're gonna unwind the fuckery, so Shaq, go ahead and roll that music so we're going to get this show started. Let's go! Hey, hey. Gang, we got a lot to discuss today. Yes, we do. We got Keith Lee, Dre Baby, Tamar Braxton, Beyoncé, Charlamagne the God. If you new over here, welcome. If you are OG wino, state your year. Listen, I already done hit a shot of tequila, so I'm already feeling good and everything. I got a hangover from yesterday, but listen, if anybody asks you what you're doing over here, around here, down here, please let them know, okay, that you mind the business that you pay for, that everything's alleged. Even my name's allegedly. And y'all better be hitting the wine glass. Y'all tell me why I'm still hungover from a yacht party yesterday. I really am. I think it was a half a bottle of Don Julio. I didn't eat anything today. I didn't drink much today. I slept most of the day. I had to get this show ready, and this is a show that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time because I've been watching just this era of like influencership, celebrity culture. Everything is amassed on the internet. Everybody that we follow, that we fell in love with, when it comes to reality TV, when it comes to singers, rappers, even regular folk. Okay, I just had a friend call me yesterday from a prominent radio station, a radio station that I've done business with, a radio station that was trying to do business with me, called me and said that they let her go. They eliminated her position. Not only that, regular folks are getting laid off. Healthcare workers, people cannot find jobs. And I felt like this show today was gonna be all about us, because I feel like even though we talk about everybody's business, if there's no solutions to how we can, I don't know, better ourselves, and if we're watching people that we once looked up to not even be able to make it out of the situation that they're in, then where does that leave regular folk like us? What are we supposed to do? I said it's time. Even though this is normally our Fuckery Friday session, I said we can mix the fuckery along with real life and we can unwind it and talk about it. And so I'm gonna open up the show later to y'all because I wanna hear from y'all. I really do. Because if social media disappeared tomorrow, if your job disappeared tomorrow, what would we be doing? What would you be doing? What would I be doing? I know, and I'm gonna share it towards the end of the show, but I wanna hear from y'all because I'm watching people that I have seen have enormous opportunities, have been in big spaces, going into foreclosure, pandering on TikTok, having to try to save their brand any which way that they can. And when I'm talking about Beyoncé, because what Beyoncé is gonna do in order for them, before they say she fired, they're gonna let her give her first word first so that she could continue her narrative, because her name is all she has. It's all we got. You got Keith Lee arguing with Dre Baby. Oh yes. When I saw that, I said, oh no. We definitely got to discuss this, okay? But real quick, before we get into everything, I wanna provide an update on Perez Hilton. So, Michelle A.T. Alien joined me the other day. We did a very, very, very deep unwind on Perez Hilton and that demonic live stream that he did, imitating what Ariana Grande had demonstrated in a music video that she did called Petals. Now, I don't know if he, sliced himself up like that. His team has spoken out and said that he was in stable condition. Apparently, I'm hearing too, and I don't know how true this is, but during that live stream, that he actually went live on, we were debating, we were trying to figure out behind the scenes, me and Michelle, whether or not the kids were in the house. Apparently, a neighbor said that the kids had fled the house while he was slicing and dicing on live to y'all. Yeah. But he's given an update from the hospital bed stating that for those people that are saying that this is karma, he wanted y'all to know, because a lot of the karma accusations came surrounding like Britney Spears, him going hard at Britney Spears and Khloe Kardashian and all those prominent white celebrities that have since lost their mind too during this era, because I think the entire world is going through a shift right now, and all we can do is just stay still, be peaceful, and this too shall pass. Why everybody else is acting like a damn Tasmanian devil, going in circles here and there, all we can do is just stay steady, be still, don't make no sudden decisions, don't lose your mind, don't think too much, don't overthink, don't underthink. Just this too will pass. Because it's real out here. But to hear that his kids was inside of that house when all that slicing and dicing was going on, and to see him take to his hospital bed, not to apologize for, I guess the pain and fear that he instilled by showing himself going through that on social media. The first thing he comes out to say is, I'll do better. And I'm sorry, I apologize to Britney Spears and Khloe Kardashian. This is not my karma. I don't even understand why he's even allowed to post on the internet. I don't know if y'all remember, there was a black girl, I don't have a picture of her, but she's banned from the internet right now. Brick Lady, I remember Brick Lady, when she came out of a building, went live and her face was swollen, and she had claimed that one of the men tried to hit on her, and then when she rejected him, he in turn, according to her, hit her in the face with a brick. Turns out she lied about it. She had an allergic reaction. They put her in jail, okay? They put her in jail. And then when she got out of jail, she was ordered to not post on the internet for 10 years. And if she violated that, if she violated posting on the internet, they would lock her ass up. I think when somebody does something this gruesome to themselves for clout or for whatever it is, because I really feel like it's attention seeking, because if he really wanted to do something to himself, he would have did it. I'm just built different. I know when people are attention seeking, I know when people are going through stuff, and I know that he's been on this internet long enough and knows this landscape, even knows the celebrity PR tricks and trades, that he knew that what he was going to do was going to go viral, and everybody was going to be talking about him again because he profited off of pain. And so if it means self-sacrificing his own pain to get that conversation going, even though he traumatized us and our kids, I really feel like when people do stuff like this and they go to this length, that when they wake up, their asses should be charged. They should be held responsible. If you inappropriately use the internet to cause any type of post-traumatic stress or harm yourself or harm anybody else, you should be banned from using the internet. And yes, I am saying that. This ain't got nothing to do with freedom of speech, because people go viral here's the thing, because I don't want YouTube to flag my live, because this could get a little too real. But when we see these shooters and we see things go on, they're all doing this for attention seeking, because they're no longer being, they no longer feel like they're being fulfilled in life. Like the one thing that they want to do, if they can't do that, then the hell with me, the hell with everybody else. No, this is not the way it works. And so while my heart does go out to him and his mental health, I don't think the first thing he should have did was uploaded a video talking about my damn bad. That's what you say? Do you know how many people cannot get that image out of their head? That's like soldiers going to war, having to see people die before them, and they come back with all that stuff in their head. No. We have, no. I guarantee, I feel like if this was an African-American, and I'm not trying to pull the race card, I think just like how Brick Lady was ordered to stay off of the internet, and if she were to post anything or do an interview, because she tried to do an interview with us. I said, no, baby, you're not finna get me banned. You're not finna have a federal judge trying to shut me down. No, we're not doing that. Talking about I helped to violate your order or whatnot, because she was trying to get out here and trying to find, you know, a different way to get on the internet to express what had happened, because she was banned from the internet. His ass should be banned from the internet too. Like, no, for real, let's talk about it. And then to see him put those kids through that, that's child abuse. Imagine what his children, I don't know if he adopted those kids, if they IVF, I don't know what's going on. But I think we feel like this is going a little too, it's just, oh, let's just sweep this under the rug. It's just Perez Hilton, good for him, karma. No. That's not what this is. How many people were affected by that? How many people, it's just like when we see one person go and shoot up a school or a mall or whatnot, how many people is he going to affect? Like, oh my God, and Perez Hilton got all these followers and he has all of this going on and he's worth 30 million, even though he was broke. He wasn't worth 30 million, okay? Even I'm sure he probably could have sold his blog for that. But as far as him having that in his pocket, no, that's why he moved from Miami back to be with his mom. And I'm inclined to speak on this because I have a responsibility too, because I have a platform. I have people that watch me, that grow with me, that their kids watch. I have high school students that I've damn raised for the last 10 years virtually. Now imagine me going live after I've put hope into these people's lives and been like a figure to them, and then I do something like this. If I'm showing that there's no hope left in life, then they're gonna mimic what I do, because people, whether we want to agree with it or not, you buy that shoe, you got that haircut, you got them earrings, I want that too. That's what we do. Everything is changing. Here's the thing. And next week we'll dive into some other stuff. But this, I felt like we needed to end the week on this, because I'm just tired of, first of all, whenever you feel, and I even tell my so-called celebrity friends this, influencer friends, even regular everyday people, whenever they're in a down spot, whenever they feel like, you know, life is too hard to keep going. Life is hard. One, because yes, you know, there's a lot of people who are dealt bad hands. I was dealt a bad hand. I don't consider myself a victim. Okay, I'm a very proactive person. Sometimes I can be reactive, but once I get a hold on myself, I get back into my proactive stage and I diligently, okay, plan my life. What's happening is that we're able to enter a space like the internet, right? And anybody at any given time can go viral and have, I'm seeing people with 3,000 followers with 1 million views on a video. And their followers don't climb. Half the time the followers aren't climbing, but the views are, because the algorithm is pushing them. And so then they develop this concept like, okay, I can do this. I have something, I'm famous, let me keep doing this. And so they start to build this, this thing where they feel like this is it. We're getting out of, and I was just talking to a couple the other day, and she thanked me for this, because, you know, me and Shake been married 20 years, and she said, Tasha, you know, my husband and I, we've been married a long time, but I'm going this way, he's going that way. And when you shared that you and your husband sit down, you know, every year to plan diligently what your life is going to be like, and you work towards that. When we stop planning When we stop making plans, when we stop educating ourselves, not going to school, you don't necessarily have to go to school to get an education, but whatever it is your strength is, because everybody has a strength, everybody has a gift, and we're going to leave him on the screen before we introduce some other celebrities that are going through the same shit, and if they don't get a grip on this, guess what? They're going to be doing something similar like this one. And we're going to see this a lot more. Then it's going to trickle down to everyday people, because everyday people have developed parasocial relationships because they are creating an outlet to be able to, not focus on life. So let me focus on your life, because my life is too messed up to focus on it right now. So if I focus on yours, but as soon as I got yours to focus on, here's my life, and now I got to deal with this, and I just don't have the energy or the momentum to deal with it. So if I don't want to deal with it, guess what I want to do? I want to exit. And then I go start to partake in destructive behaviors, like doing drugs, drinking, partying too much, promiscuity, creating some type of caricature online, just because it's getting attention. It's like everybody's just throwing things at the wall and not diligently planning what's next. Even if curveballs and things are coming your way, you still have to diligently plan what's next and stick to the plan. I got ADHD. First of all, it's hard for me to focus on any damn thing. I was in the 9th grade 3 years, one, because I was undiagnosed as ADHD, and two, I was hyper-focused on taking care of my family. My mom was a single mom, made $6.25 an hour. When I went to work and made $6.25 an hour working at Dairy Queen, we made $12. We had I had two sisters, she had 3 kids that she had to provide for. I was running a household at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So when I sit up here and say I was in the 9th grade 3 years, I say that proudly, because it taught me something that a lot of people do not have, which is discipline and resilience. That whatever goes on, you keep going. You don't give up. You don't get out here and cause pain and trauma on other people just because your life ain't going well. That's not how you handle life. So the world can kick, ha, 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 look at her, she's dumb, she's stupid. Am I? Because when I log off, I go back to my real life. You don't see me look y'all, look at what me and my husband doing. Look at what me and I don't sell my family. I don't sell a moment for virality. I tell stories. Yes, it may be gossip. Yes, it may be, ooh, girl, look at that. But it has us to examine people's lives so we will know what to do and what not to do. When I got children emailing me saying, Miss Tasha, thank you for showing me this because I won't do this. When I got my daughter, Mom, I see why you was tripping. I see why you do what you do. Because there's a lot of stuff out here that's in Pandora's box that people have no clue that exists. And then guess what? When you open the box, shit just splatters out. And before you know it, you don't even know what done came out, what to put back in, because you're too busy allowing everything else to play in your life instead of you being in charge of your life. Get him off the screen. That leads me into... Sorry, y'all. We gotta get this done. Kendra. Now, we don't watch Kendra come from Playboy Playmate to reality star. We done saw her life go up and down. And you know why reality TV worked the way that it did? You know why it was so popular? It's because you actually got a chance to see what life is. Because a lot of people don't like to look at their life. A lot of people, you look in the mirror every day, but you don't want to look. You want to mask that pain. You don't want to project it. You don't want to cry. You want to hold those tears in to the point where you are having extreme headaches, back pain, muscle pain, stiffness, chronic disease, autoimmune disorders. But when I see people like Kendra take to social media, and a lot of people may laugh, a lot of people may like, oh my God, like, why would she do that? Her life is so fortunate. Like, is it? She's a Playboy Playmate. She's a Playboy Playmate. Under the under the age of 18 years old. And yes, she's had a reality star. She's just been trying to survive. So I was a child being exploited. Then I moved into reality TV because people, I had a personality and people wanted to watch. And now she actually has a skill where she's like a real estate agent. If she loses one deal, and this is what happens when she loses one deal. Watch. Roll this video, Shaq.
We're living in a world of struggle right now. I know that. But it's so hard. It's so hard right now. I feel like I'm doing everything right in my life. Like, I'm raising my kids. I'm putting them first. I'm doing everything good. I'm a good person. And it's just such a struggle right now. Finding people to work with me, getting fired, people being rude and mean. It's taking a toll.
Now, we're talking about somebody that grew up as a Playboy playmate, had reality shows, has made all types of money, and now for the first time in her life, she gets fired. She experiences rejection. She loses a real estate contract. That's what this is about. She loses a real estate contract, and now she's on the internet crying as if her life is over. Think about that. People don't know how to exist without social media. What would you be doing with your life? Like, my thing is, if this disappeared tomorrow, me, Shaq, Tontu, Lamine, everybody, we're going to be straight. Because we have diligently planned that we gonna be good. We're actively, if not daily, if not weekly, planning. What are our gifts? What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? Whatever the weaknesses are, do we need to spend time working on them? No, we keep going. But people don't even know how to go through loss. Losing a contract. Okay, you lost a contract. So you lost the contract. Why did you lose the contract? Okay, let's go ahead and get out here and get another contract and not do what you did last time to lose that contract. But instead, my whole life is over. Perez Hilton, losing followers, losing momentum. Oh, since nobody is paying attention to me no more, everybody said this is my karma, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to slice myself up. Lizzo. Now, if this ain't the biggest crash out I've ever seen, listen to me. Lizzo is a phenomenal singer. But when is the last time you heard her sing? Can you remember a song? I'm traveling outside of the U.S. And I look up, I'm in a restaurant, and I see Lizzo's very first song on the screen, and I didn't even know she sang this song. Even my husband was like, "That's Lizzo." I said, "Yeah, baby, that's Lizzo." Wow. We couldn't believe it because, now Lizzo is trying to be a streamer, a comedian, a trumpet player, a thought, dirty foot. Lizzo over there with the kids, with Kai Cenat, looking for any which way she can to stay relevant so that she can pay these bills. Album sold all of 3,000 copies. She doing everything but sing. Now, when it comes to Kendra truly don't know her gift. I get it. That's why she's so heartbroken that she lost. You could tell she didn't play sports when she came up. That's why I advocate for a lot of people being on teams and playing sports and having hardcore coaches, having hardcore parents, because you will lose in life. Kendra ain't never lost in life. That's why she crying. Perez, white privilege. He ain't never lost this big. And losing in front of the world after the world told you was going to lose, that's an even harder fall. A lot of people say that about me. I said, but baby, let me tell you something. I came from loss. And when you come from loss, I was disciplined at an early age to deal with it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing, and it will pass. You will probably have 80% losses in your life and 20% wins. But a lot of people, when they lose, they just get out the game. They just get out the way. So people like me, because there are people that are probably way more talented than me. I know there are. Way more disciplined, but because they are not disciplined, they lack resilience, people like me, we just soar on through. Because we got life. We got life. We got the whelps on the back. We got our ass whooped. We got told we was dumb, stupid, never would make it, and still made it. Even before I had this platform, I made it. I was a business owner. Way before I had this platform, my husband and I had a transportation logistics company. We did well. We chose to end that company and start our production company. He's worked in production way before he even met me. That's why the production is phenomenal. That's why the movies are being distributed. But when it comes to Lizzo, it's like, Lizzo's a beautiful woman. For some reason, she's wrapped her whole identity into, proving that thick girls are beautiful. I don't know where that came from. Thick girls can be overly sexual. It's like she's teetering along with the OnlyFans content. I wouldn't be surprised if next week she went live and said, I'm doing OnlyFans. I'm an OnlyFans worker now. Everything but singing. When singing... Let me tell you how powerful singing is. Let me tell you how powerful it is. Singing can pick you up from the lowest moment of your life. Because what's the first thing we listen to whenever we get down? We put on music. And we look for that space. We look for that energy to wake us up. Lizzo got that kind of voice. But if she's singing, we see more booty and pussy from her than we do her mouth. And if God gave you your mouth to sing, why you ain't singing, ho? If you want to be a hoe, just be a hoe that sing. Queen Naja on Streamers University, twerking, singing. Lizzo, we ain't heard her sing shit. Nothing. And then gets upset as to why y'all are not buying her album. And when I start seeing people go from this to that, she's a singer, she's a trumpet player, she's a comedian, she's a host, she's a thought, she's this. There's only a matter of time before they have gone through everything that they thought I've tried any and everything. There's nothing else to try. So now it's crash out time. It's crash out time. What does that look like? Crying, perpetual victim. It's everybody's fault but mine. Nobody likes me because they don't want to sit in their... First of all, in every single business, there's a down season. It's usually the summertime. Or it could be that your products or your services are just not popular anymore. And so you have to always reinvent yourself, not into something else, but like, how do I just pivot slightly but still stick to my core? If singing is not what you do, what's wrong? If you can't make money off of singing now, Lizzo can make money off of teaching people how to sing, how to be a voice coach. You know how many children are coming up that need singers, but instead she want to be online with her ass wide open on Streamers University instead of actually creating schools or even virtual classes to teach people how to sing or how to play the trumpet. Sky Jackson. Now, I got to give it to Sky because I thought, when Sky had laid up with that dirty foot ass baby daddy and he in jail right now, I had that baby with him, I knew she was going through like an early midlife crisis, because she was grown before her time in Disney, you know what I'm saying? And so when she had that baby with that, literally he was a streetwalker. And we know based off of his lifestyle and her lifestyle that she was definitely taking care of that little boy. It don't take a rocket scientist. Then she fell for him. Then she had a baby by him. And then of course and she probably did that whenever she started to become unpopular on Disney, not knowing that Disney was going through a change themselves. And so her identity is wrapped in being like a child actor, Disney kid, and now I gotta grow up and be normal before the world. And I'm sure she saw this boy that treated her normal, and he was just so normal, and she wasn't used to that type of lifestyle. Him robbing, stealing, beating up folks, him doing drugs, not bathing. She ain't used to that lifestyle. That was intriguing to her. For the first time ever, she would what she thought was a normal person. But this is the worst of the worst. And then you let him come in you. Then you let him come. Then you like you go from Beyonce, the one she should have had the baby by, which was Solange's son. Her baby would have been a Carter, a Knowles. You go and have a baby by the redhead ginger bandit. And we hadn't seen no book, so I knew this had everything to do with everything not going right in her acting career, and this was something that she just wanted to do to feel normal, so that she could feel seen, feel celebrated. And that boy did it the same way he do a dirty foot on the street when he dating them. And I'm sure she's not his only baby mama at all. And so she winds up on Streamer University with Kai Cenat, arguing with people. And I'm like, Sky, why are you exposing yourself like that? He got regular everyday people that are coming from the bottom, and you are a Disney star, but now you are fighting for relevance to become a streamer. Do you see how warped this is going? Do you see how is it that you are a skilled actress who the entire world knows? You grew up, you raised our kids, you held me. We saw a beautiful black girl with her natural hair on TV. We saw our identity being played out, and now you fighting for relevance on Streamer University. Do you see what's happening here? Instead of, you know what? I'm a child actress. I can open up an acting school. But I saw there was I guess there was a scene on one of the streams where she was just like, I just came from acting class. And it's like, why aren't you teaching acting? Why are you still going to acting class? I get it. Everybody needs to work on their craft. And I like that she does that. But while fighting for relevance, like you show up in anything. She could have transitioned from child actress into a major motion picture film actress if she works hard and just allows for her down season to be her reprogramming season. You wouldn't be here trying to stay relevant. Being disrespected by people who grew up, now they don't respect you because you done exposed yourself. They see you as one of them. They made it where you is now, and now they think that they can talk to you and treat you any kind of way. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't hold this on. And then Soulja Boy, listen. Before we go to break, because after break, we're going to talk about Charlamagne the God, the big celebrities, Wu-Tang Clan members, Tamar, Keith Lee, Beyonce, all of them. Soulja Boy. I mean, I would call him a line dance rapper. Like, for real. Like, he invented, like, you know, the line dances, the TikTok dances and all that stuff. Like, his virality. It's big. It's huge. But now it's like, I guess the fame has boiled down. And, of course, he's had cases and lawsuits and domestic violence disputes or whatnot. And, you know, he's been on TikTok for, you know, a long time being relevant. And he's making money at doing it. He's created products, but he's just stuck on being famous. A lot of people can't let go of that, oh, you know, I'm famous. It'd be funny if famous people knew how to transition into regular, everyday people like us. I'm not famous. I'm regular everyday. That's why y'all see me outside. Only time I have security is at my shows because I don't want nobody fighting up in there. Ain't nobody life finna be in danger behind me. Other than that, y'all see me outside. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all cool? Okay, no problem. Boy, y'all see me with the same clothes on when I get on this show. I don't wear this shirt 3-4 times. The earrings. Sometimes my hair combed, sometimes it's not. Sometimes my eyebrows are just not. I'm a regular everyday person. This is my job. I tell people that all the time. This is my job. But a lot of people don't know how to go from being famous to unfamous, as if they started out being famous. Like, you're not Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy is just famous. But to see him try to infringe on Kai Cenat's lane, he got humbled real fast. So you thought because you was Soulja Boy, you thought because you was famous at one point, you thought because you was truly Mr. TikTok that you would be able to come out here and compete with somebody's 100% authenticity, which is Kai Cenat, and try to infringe on something he built authentically and try to replicate it. Black folks been tripping about white people or other countries been coming in and stealing their shit, and then to see our own do it right before our eyes. And I love the way he got humbled before the world, because he goes live trying to introduce a rapper university, saying he was gonna take out Kai Cenat's streaming university, and look what happened. Look. Now we got it muted because there's music, but didn't nobody show up. Not one person, not y'all in the chat. Everybody that was in the chat knew he was having a rapper university on live. Soulja Boy, the Soulja Boy, get out the way. And everybody got out the way. Nobody showed up because he chasing trends. He chasing relevancy. Don't know how to step aside. Don't know how to retire like LeBron James. When I saw LeBron James go from like, was it like a $40 million contract to $2 million a year? Like, I'm just watching this. I'm like, people are just so stuck on just being famous, being relevant, that they don't know how to step aside when it's your time to say, you know what, maybe it's time for me to really, really focus on me and my family instead of being relevant. That he would go from a $40-some million contract to make it $3 million. You know how much money it's gonna cost him to commute from LA to Philadelphia or Pennsylvania or whatever team he's playing for, the 76ers, for that $3 million contract? Because he's used to a certain lifestyle. I'm talking about LeBron James. I mean, folks are getting humbled real fast out here because they're not living authentic. Everything is, oh, I can do that. If you did that, I could do that because I'm Soulja Boy. I'm a name. Well, newsflash, the celebrity is done. The celebrity is done. And after we come back from break, we're about to go to break right now, I'm going to show you how Tamar, a celebrity, is done. She cool with me. She unblocked me. She probably going to block me again, but we got to talk about it. Charlemagne the God. I know y'all sat up and y'all believe that he was making $27 million. The only person that's making that kind of money is Joe Budden. We'll talk about that after the break. Keith Lee. To see Keith Lee arguing with Dre Baby on TikTok? And then, of course, Beyoncé, because she's the biggest name of them all. All right? All of this and more coming up after the break. If social media disappeared tomorrow, what would we be doing today? Okay? All this and more after the break. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bowls and Razor guys too. Let's go. Umi, a thick luxury towel infused with essential oils and pre-moistened for a full body refresh in seconds. This is one of their essential oil infused towels, not wipes, okay? They have essential oil, eucalyptus, the unscented one for those of y'all that just don't like scents or whatnot. The lemon, I used this on yesterday's show. The lavender infused, as well as many other scents. To stay fresh, clean, and confident anytime and anywhere like me, visit tryumi.com today and use my coupon code TK20 to get $20 off your first order. $20, okay? This is the biggest discount code we don't ever had. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Good loving, body rocking, knocking boots all night long, baby. Said, give me some good love. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. One more time. Say, give me some good love. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. I love y'all.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, guys, and so my favorite part of the segment, we got some Black authors that I get to like promote and shout out. This is my favorite part because I get to promote my own people that are really doing big things in the community, okay? And so they don't get that clout, but I'm gonna give it to them, okay? Wine in the Bible from Lori Tony, okay, is a From Vineyard to Revelation, all right? It's got actually 5 stars on Amazon if you were to go pick it up now. A clear, thoughtful journey through scripture, tracing how wine appears from the first vineyard to the final feast in Revelation, explores wine, daily gift, a symbol of worship, a warning against misuse, and a sign of God's covenant with his people, okay? A lot of people say, Tasha, you be sitting up here. Y'all make sure, first of all, make sure y'all get this book. It's TashaK.com/book club, okay? And it's going to show you the biblical principles behind the importance of wine and why wine is drank everywhere. And y'all be sitting up here calling me, y'all be letting them call us alcoholics and stuff because it's unWineWithTashaK. Jesus drank wine and he made wine. We drinking it too. No. But make sure y'all get that book. Show some love to that black author, okay? Seriously, 5 stars on Amazon, that's a rarity. Self-published, no big publishing company behind you. That means you're doing big things, okay? So congratulations, Lori Tony. Now, before the break, we're talking about the biggest collapse in influencership, celebrityship ever. And what does that mean to like everyday people? If you're seeing the people that you look up to, that you love, have crash outs and breakdown, and they're having financial issues, they're, you know, trying to mutilate themselves on air, they're crying, they don't know what to do. If they don't have any hope, and we look to these type of people for hope, because we do, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, you do. Everyone has something or somebody that they look to for hope, like, oh my God, they did this. We get ideas, we get inspiration. But if there's no inspiration being shown and everybody is seemingly doing bad, where does that leave everyday people? Even me. Where does that leave me? So before the break, we were talking about Lizzo, Perez Hilton, Kendra Wilkinson, okay? LeBron James, Sky Jackson, everybody doing things that is not in alignment with who they are, with their skill set. Doing what they gotta do just to pay their bills, equivalent to a woman having kids and being a single mom or coming from a domestic violence situation, dealt the bad hand in life, and now she has to sell her body. This is what's happening before us. No different. Now, make sure we stay in order here. Tamar. I don't know why Shaq picked this picture of Tamar not having edges. There's better pictures, but we'll just deal with it. Tamar's still a pretty woman, okay? She's still a pretty woman. And besides, she could wear a bald head if she wanted to. But this edgeless, that's why they ain't got the edges. These braids is too heavy. Okay, so here's the thing. And everybody sent me this clip. And I did like this too, because I was on TikTok a couple weeks ago with Peach McIntyre. Shout out to Peach McIntyre. I know she gets excited when I shout her out or whatnot like that, but Peach is a hustler. I gotta tell you. Now, is she living in alignment? I don't know. I just know she know how to hustle. She's a great salesman. And so when I got on TikTok, she sent me this invite to battle, okay? And I didn't know what the battle was. I had never battled before. But turns out the battle is a pandering session. It's sort of like, y'all don't like to give tithes in church, but y'all are battle and throw your money at the influencers as, you know, as a fan base. So it was my fan base against her fan base. It's the first time I had ever done anything like this. And of course my fan base whooped her ass, but this is now what people are doing every day to make money. And so before we bring Tamar up, the wino said, Tasha, you should battle Tamar. I said, what do you mean battle Tamar? They said Tamar is on TikTok every day at 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7. She clocking in and she is battling. And these battles come from random people. They just hit you, and then you tell your followers to throw you money, to tithe you, to gift you, and whoever gets the most money wins, even though the loser still walks away with money. And then, of course, it gives them some sort of like level on TikTok, so they get bigger battles, bigger gifts. And Peach McIntyre had introduced this to me, and she said, and I remember when she came on the live, you know, when Peach McIntyre asked me, I said, well, what do I do? She says, oh, you tell your viewers to give you money, to give you gifts. And I said, Peaches, I don't beg. I said, oh, don't let that GoFundMe fool you. That was a troll. I don't beg, Peaches. I've worked my whole life. And so my winos then said, Tasha, we know what to do. Hit the link. So I was like, all right, I did it, okay? Now, in that hour, I made $500. It wasn't even an hour. It was like 5 minutes. I made $500. I was like, okay, that's very enticing. It's very enticing. But coming from where I come from, this may be a pride thing, this may be an ego thing. People going through it. I make great money. You guys have seen my tax returns on other people's channels. Talking about my bankruptcy, y'all know, okay? I'm good over here, blessed. It just does not make me feel good when I just take something from someone or persuade people to give me something when I'm not giving them anything in return. So I would rather sell products that I use. You have a choice to buy the product or not. I'm great at sales. I'm great at, marketing and promoting things that I personally use. And if you happen to have it in your budget, you get it. But me just simply sitting up saying, give it to me. I'm just built different. I'm built different. Now, Tamar ended up getting called out on TikTok the other day. She was streaming with some unknown woman. I don't know who it was. It looked like a young girl. They said she was live between 6 and 7, and this is her TikTok battle hour. And somebody entered the chat and said this. Play that clip, Shaq, real quick. What are you talking about? Battling with my friends. Pause. Hold on. What are you talking about? Let me make sure I get it. I want y'all to read it. Give me a second. I didn't write it down, y'all. Hold on. Let it play, Shaq. Let it play. Oh, okay. I see it. I didn't write it down. I see it. But they came in during her TikTok battle, and this is what I did with Peach McIntyre. You see this white woman on the side, and she's doing like crazy stuff, and they said, Tamar, it's times this hard. Tamar. And then she said, what are you talking about? I'm battling with my friends. What are you talking about? I'm battling with my friends. That's her friend. Who is that woman? Y'all know that white girl? That woman sitting up there confused too. Tamar, she said, what are you talking about, battling with my friends? I said, the winos went live when they said Tamar clocks in from 6 to 8 p.m. every night. And she probably makes about $1,000 every day. And that's her clocking in. Battling with her friends. Instead of doing what? Singing. Tamar can sing her ass off. Now, I got to give it to Keke Palmer. Let me tell you something. Your gift. Keke Palmer got 2 gifts. 3. Finding a man, making children, and singing the same songs that made her famous over and over and over again. And I feel like any artist that has gone past their peak needs to look and study Keke Palmer and how she is consistent, she's disciplined, she's dedicated, she's always procreating, recreating, giving birth, but she still sticks to where the bag comes from. She's at the same festivals, singing, what's that song? Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I can picture us in the living room by the manifest, and we're singing, and you're telling me you're loving me. Listen, it could be a car wash, it could be SeaWorld. Keke Palmer knows what pays her bills. She knows what her gifts are. She knows how to reinvent herself, which means if she has to get a new man, procreate, and it still gives her the ability to get out here and do what makes her money. Tamar, your voice makes you money. Not your personality, because people don't like her. They don't like her. She's a Pisces like me. She hasn't learned to soften her blow. I've learned to do that. Okay, I've learned to say, you know what, Tasha, you're going a little too hard right now. Back up, not everybody can take you. I tell people all the time when they ask, can we be friends? I'm like, I don't keep friends. I'm not your average friend, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I do it to family members. You talking about they can't stand me either because I'm just too blunt. I'm not going to beat around the bush, and I expect you to be that way with me. The same way I am with you, I expect my friends to give me that same energy. Not hold back. Not be like, oh, I wouldn't tell you anything like that. Then you not my friend. You don't like me. You don't care about me. You would rather me self-sabotage than tell me the truth. Those are the kind of friends I want in my life. Tamar is that friend. She gonna tell you what's up. But then she's in a stage too where she can't take being told about herself. I said, you can't do that. I used to be in a stage like that where I would be offended, but I'm giving the energy that I'm getting back. But now I'm like, oh, that's good for me too. I need to see that too. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I should be open to constructive criticism. But to see Tamar clock in every day from 6 to 9, battling with random white folks, with little white girls, that little girl don't look a day over 19. She talking about battling with my friends. These are your friends? Tamar, I'm gonna need you to say sorry to Candy and Monica and all them because y'all should be on tour together. Tamar, I don't know why your pride is in this, but listen, anytime they have a tour, it should be Candy, it should be Monica, it should be you, it should be Brandy. There's no reason why you should be touring by yourself. To me, that's pride, that's ego, and it's hurting your pockets, and that's why you having to get on TikTok and battle every day from 6 to 8 p.m. I'm not doing it. Keith Lee. I knew the word, listen. First of all, Keith Lee, why are you not in your car eating? Keith Lee is supposed to be in his car eating. He is a retired UFC fighter. He is having babies. Okay, he's out here doing gender fluid content now. He's moved from eating to doing gender fluid content, and that literally just kind of unwind yesterday on Dre Baby's Live. And I don't even know if you know who Dre Baby is. Dre Baby is a spectacular caricature on TikTok that is just fun to watch. He's funny, okay? He doesn't do anything but just, it's like watching a skit all day. It's just like watching somebody in skit all day. Now, granted, he does look like that, but to see Dre Baby in the wig and the moo-moo, you know, sort of like what we watch Martin and Jamie Foxx and all them doing, we're seeing him do that. He's an actor, but he's having to do it on TikTok, and he's getting paid a lot of money from record labels to do it. So when you see him break songs, when you see things go viral from his page, he's been paid to do that. Y'all know I be dropping wine, okay? Y'all be dropping wine. Just read in between the lines, okay? I'm just saying, he has a very good relationship with the record labels and, you know, knows how to set things up because he's being paid to do that to help, you know, artists stay relevant or whatnot. But he is the wave now, especially on TikTok and on just normal streaming. Like for where people exist like Keith Lee, this is Keith Lee's space. This is how Keith Lee got famous, was on TikTok. And to see somebody like Dre Baby in a wig come and take the shine, and, you know, Keith Lee's personality has been showing a lot, so I don't think people are really feeling Keith Lee like they used to because he started showing his personality, and he's really condescending. And he showed that in this live when he had to get on, I guess he decided to enter Dre Baby's battle live on TikTok because he was battling, and he was battling Baby Lee, which was Keith Lee's little brother, and I guess Keith Lee was coming onto the live to lecture or be daddy, and he got checked real fast by Dre Baby. Here's the clip.
I always wonder when I be watching y'all clips, do you have normal conversations or are you always in character?
What that mean?
Do you have normal conversations or are you always in character?
This is who I am.
So Keith Lee comes on a battle live where his brother was invited, Baby Lee, he's standing behind his brother, to check Dre Baby about the content that he does. Listen to him. I just want to know if you having real conversations, like, what do you do? Like, he was serious because it's infringing on his content, on what he does. He feels threatened. Go ahead, let him finish.
What that mean?
Do you have normal conversations, or are you always in character?
This is who I am. I think that you coming in the tail end of our relationship and friendship that
I don't know nothing about nothing y'all got going on.
well, that's what I'm saying, and I feel like we were cool, and I feel like he just kept bringing you up and trying to make me jealous of you and things like that. And
I've seen clips. You don't talk like that. That's why I want to know with this. Yeah.
How do I talk?
Not like that.
Tell me how I talk.
Can we just have a normal conversation?
What conversation? You came in saying,
nigga,
you came in saying, do you want to fight? I'm like, wait, I don't want you, Keith.
No, I was playing. I don't want to fight. I don't want to smoke.
Okay, well, go ahead, play at home. So what I'm saying is, I'm cool, and I was cool with you, and I just think that I don't know what he done told you about me, what clips you done seen, but I fuck with you.
I ain't seen not nan clip that say you fuck with me. Not nan.
Okay, well, you gotta ask him what he said about me. So I think we both been throwing shit.
We don't sit and talk. We don't sit and talk about you. So it ain't like we just sit and have conversations. I'm saying I was just going.
Well, that's your first time over his apartment.
I don't know why he.
And I bought stuff for his apartment. So what did you buy for the apartment? Right. Okay. So I think
what you buy has nothing to do with your character.
Okay. So I'm just saying I've been supportive, and he said the first time he's ever made money was sitting with me. That's what he said. You gotta ask him his questions.
But your character has nothing to do with your finances.
Okay, well, your character ain't not because all we see you do is eat. I think you're better off eating than talking. So finish doing your muckabangers. So stick to eating.
You do the same thing I do.
I'm sorry? Oh, so you been on my page? So how do you know what I do?
Yeah, you eat. I've seen it. I'm not oblivious. I be on the internet just like you be on the internet.
I know. Okay.
We are normal people. I be on the internet just like you be on.
Live it!
Okay. I feel like Keith, you want to get into it with me, and I'm not.
No. Please.
I don't know what's happening here.
I'm having a normal conversation.
Like me. I'm like, wait, I love Keith. I understand Baby Lee probably been telling you stuff about me. I don't know.
We can't chop it up without you feeling like we got some kind of smoke. I've never met you before, so this is my first introduction.
No, you have. Well, you watched my page. You just said it. You should have followed me.
But we've never met before, so this is my first introduction. So I'm just trying to chop it. I don't know if you got like a preconceived notion that I'll be on for the smoke. I don't want no smoke. I just having a conversation.
No, I don't. I want to be friends. You want to be friends?
Fuck who? Fuck him?
I'm sorry, I said, do you want to be my friend, Keith?
Huh?
You want to be my friend?
It's nice to meet you. We can be, yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so we friends now.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you too, New. What's your name? Rich. Nice to meet you, Zay.
Okay, so yeah, we friends with Keith. Keith, you gonna be going live more.
I just started something, huh?
No, you didn't. But I now.
Now you talking about, now we friends with Keith. Now I'm gonna be on live more. No, yeah, I'm not used to this language.
Oh, okay, because we're not going around fake spreading motivational messages. We're not going around eating mukbangs. We're not doing all that. Then we not real people. Just remember, you was twerking to Nicki Minaj, Keith. So don't act like you unheard of. You was twerking to Nicki Minaj. So and don't act like your brother got to stop with reputation because he was stealing thongs. So y'all don't act like you come from such a. Now he muted. Now you muted. Now I done read Keith. Now they about to really run me off the internet because I read Keith, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a be made baby. He ain't about to sit here and play in my face. And if I just say, can we be friends? Can we be cool? Can we be this? Yeah, give him the headset. We'll go eat some mukbangers.
Keith Leaf joined a live with 4 gay men, including his brother, trying to question an internet sensation who does this for real, who's not high and mighty and condescending like Keith Lee and feels like he's better than everyone, because that's how Keith Lee presents himself. And Dre Baby wasn't lying when he said Keith Lee was twerking to Nicki Minaj. And any man, in my opinion, that likes Nicki Minaj is gay. Oh, thank you. But this is what we're seeing. They're fighting for relevancy. Keith Lee and a lot of entertainers, celebrities are upset that people that look like Dre Baby, hell, that look like me, are upset that we're taking away their relevancy. And it's simply because they're not authentic. When you think that you're better than people, when you try to get up and try to talk at people, try to talk down on people, that's why that conversation went viral. What you doing? What your ass doing up over there? Why you trying to ask him why he talk like that? Why he look like that? Why is he able to make money doing all of that? Why are record labels paying him to promote music? Why are they paying him to eat and not you? Because he really does this. He enjoys the food that he eats. He really likes the music that he likes. And he's outward with his sexuality. Let's be real. Before we move on to Charlamagne the God and Beyonce and open the call line for you, Peaches is going to drop the link. Peaches, matter of fact, you can drop the link so they can be ready. First come, first serve. Because I want to know, what if social media disappeared tomorrow? What would we all be doing? What would you be doing with your life? If you don't have social media to dive into or to make money, what would you be doing? I know. I'll explain mine. But real quick, we got another author. We're gonna shout out real quick. Can You See Me? Is there anyone there by LaToya Pemberton, okay? Can You See Me? Is anyone there? A raw, courageous memoir of survival, addiction, faith, and healing from childhood abandonment and abuse to incarceration and recovery. LaToya Pemberton tells the truth without shame, okay? And shows that even the most painful stories can become a source of strength. Can You See Me by LaToya Pemberton is available on itsTashaK.com/book club. And if you're an author and you want me to shout you out and get your book trending, please hit us up on itsTashaK.com/advertise and you can be featured as well too. Shout out to LaToya Pemberton. Show some love, y'all. Y'all get over there and purchase that book, okay? The link is on our site, itsTashaK.com/book club. All right. Now, as Peaches is dropping the link, okay, we're going to move on to Charlamagne because, see, I was shocked that Charlamagne and the Wu-Tang Clan member, I don't know, what Wu-Tang Clan member is this? I didn't even know he owned a, I guess a dispensary in New Jersey. I had no clue. They kept this under wraps. I'm talking about big time. Big time. They kept this under wraps. So apparently they owned a dispensary. It opened up in 2024, okay? And it was called Hastoria, if I'm not mistaken. And, it's Raekwon. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Raekwon, my bad. My bad, bro. Okay, you somewhat of a legend. But to see him go into business with Charlamagne and them quietly create or put, a drug dispensary in the middle of New Jersey where drugs hit hard. Hell, that's where the damn Whitney Houston took up first in New Jersey. I just don't believe in dispensaries or anything like that. I believe in fresh grown weed. I got a friend right now with a daughter who was frequenting dispensaries in Seattle, and she has gone through severe mental psychosis. She doesn't know, some days who she is, what she does. They've had to put her in and out of rehabs from smoking and eating the weed out of Seattle dispensaries. And so I wholeheartedly oppose them. I'm no longer a supporter. And I used to wonder, why do I get real extra high from this stuff? If this is supposed to be weed, why is it making me so high? This is not normal. And to see, a 19-year-old go through that and her life is affected for the rest of her life. I'm talking about a normal girl. This is my best friend's daughter. All over dispensary weed, I don't believe in it. And so, I'm feeling a little different about this. But I had no idea that, Wu-Tang Clan's Raekwon and Charlamagne had partnered on a weed dispensary, and the rent was about $23,000. And apparently they had some issues, I guess, getting some licenses and stuff, because it takes a lot to become a dispensary owner or whatnot. And you have to have somewhat of a clean record in order to get, first of all, you got to have a ton of capital to do it. You got to have a ton of capital. But I feel like in this situation, because as soon as the dispensary opened in like July of 2023, in 2024, it shut down due to non-payment of rent. Right now, they are being sued, and the lawsuit is fresh. They are being sued by the landlords for unpaid rent. They didn't pay rent for a year. A year. They're behind $500,000 in rent and utilities. When they did their grand opening, they had everybody come through. Fat Joe, any and every celebrity that they had, but the celebrity name couldn't carry them getting licenses, getting permits, even getting the product in, couldn't pay the rent or anything like that, and so they were forced to shut down. And I know a lot of y'all, well, Charlamagne is worth $27 million. Nope, because Forbes wrote it. I don't believe it, okay? And Forbes, you can pay for an ad in that. If Bloomberg writes it, then I know it's true. Forbes got duped by the Kardashians. Y'all don't remember years ago when I put out that Kylie Jenner had submitted fake tax returns to Forbes, and then Forbes later came out and said that she had did that, inflating her income? And so they had to roll it back because you can pay for a celebrity ad because that's how their magazine survives. How do you think Forbes is making money? Because celebrities want clout, and they know people believe Forbes and don't question Forbes. So in order for their magazine to survive, because nobody is going out like, oh my God, let me read Forbes today. Let me see who's on that. No. It's a pay-per-view magazine. Pay-per-view magazine. And so when they do these lists, they reach out to these celebrities. Hey, how much do you make? We're doing this column. Do you want to be featured in this? Can you provide us at least some sort of documentation? They don't really go through it. They just have it just as enough to keep a little bit of credibility. And so you automatically believe that Charlamagne is making $27 million. But remember, it was reported that he had got a $200 million deal. So how you go from 200 million to 27 million and Joe Budden is making 20 million? Joe Budden is independent. He's really making that money. He's really making that money. You're not independent. And to see that you can't afford $500,000 worth of rent, you and Raekwon, okay, to pay a lease on a weed dispensary tells me you ain't got that money. They're thinking that their celebrity names are just going to save their brands. It doesn't work like that no more. Those days are over. Ask Beyonce. That's why Beyonce asked out here, they're giving her the option. Do you want us to tell them that your shit ain't selling, or do you want to tell them? Beyonce just put her on the screen. Beyonce dropped this Sir Davis whiskey. I ain't heard nobody drink it. I need to know, listen, when y'all hit that link to come up in here, okay? I need to know, have you drank Sir? Now, I'm not saying it's bad. Sir Davis, I don't know, okay? I don't know. I wouldn't drink anything that came from Beyonce. I wouldn't eat anything that come from her mother, and I wouldn't use their hair products, because all three of those things, they can put something in you. Spiritual work, spell work. You ain't getting to me, and I'm definitely not. Oh, no, me? Oh, no, they're going to take me up out of here. No. Okay? And so y'all drinking Sir Davis whiskey, okay, or not drinking it because she had a partnership with Moet, which means she had proved sales or proved a potential partnership. But here's what happens with these celebrity partnerships, and we've seen it happen with Tiffany & Co. We've seen it happen with Ivy Park with her. We've seen it happen with her perfumes. We've seen it happen with a ton of her products. The only reason Sacred is working is because Tina is connected to it. And Tina has a relationship with the people. Beyonce doesn't. Beyonce has a relationship with the people because she sings. So she automatically triggers our chakras on the inside. So it's like, it doesn't matter if she ever talks. As long as she keeps singing, we're going to keep playing that music because singing is a part of our entertainment, and it raises our vibration, raises us up out of depression, out of sad moments, helps us to take our mind off of everything. But when she starts talking or selling, we don't believe her. And neither does Moet Chandon, because they did a partnership with her not even 2 years ago. And to hear, first of all, I heard that she had got dropped. Then she came out and said, oh no, I bought ownership back. 100% ownership is where it's at. Beyonce, you don't have the global capacity to push and manufacture and distribute a Sir Davis. You're not gonna get on your Instagram and say, hey, will you buy Sir Davis? All she does is this. Imagine, I'm taking these, right? Because I'm Tasha K, I don't tell you shit about them. You just take them. I'm Tasha K. You trying to figure out what it tastes like, what it do, is it spicy, what the palate is, how much it costs. She ain't gonna tell you. Y'all don't even like the way she talk in real life. Cause she got a raspy voice but can sing. Because she feels like her celebrity can carry. The company said no. The only reason Sacred is doing well is because Tina is outside with it. Tina is putting her mouth on the marketing. Tina is selling her product. Beyonce too big to do that. Too big to do that. She's figuring her name will just carry and people are gonna buy just because Beyonce owns this. It does not work like that no more. You have got to have a relationship like Dre Baby with your viewers. And when Dre Baby say go listen to a song, you're gonna listen to a song. When Tasha K say, hey, I take these mushroom extract complex to help keep up my T-cell count and my immunity. It helps with my mind focus, my energy levels. It helps me to, fight off viruses and things like that. And you can get them on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. Look at the reviews if you don't believe me because there's more to them. This has been used in cancer research, viral research, and everything like that. You're more inclined to buy it. Why? Because I have a direct relationship with my viewers. Beyonce, didn't she tell y'all that Sacred, they use like 10 bottles of Sacred to detangle Jay-Z's hair, and then right before his show, they cut off his hair. I thought, so why they spend all them days detangling? Why they just didn't cut it off? Because it wasn't his damn hair. It wasn't his hair. Y'all believed them. They lack in authenticity. All right, we're back, guys. Our internet went out. Every time I start talking about them damn witches, my internet get messed up. Every time. Thank y'all so much for waiting every time. Look, the Carter, they already know, y'all know. I'm telling you, because I don't be buying what they selling. But look, we're in a new day, new time. And I feel like that the only people that are really winning are the people that are just 100% authentic. Which means they're not moving on from trend to trend or just abusing their name just because they have one to sell any and everything. Thinking that we're just gonna buy it and you ain't gotta say shit. It doesn't work like that. How is this gonna benefit how is this gonna benefit my life? And being that we're in like trying times, gas is high, flights is high. You know what I'm saying? Barely people got jobs. People are conserving. So of course Moed is going to drop you. If you not putting your mouth on your product, telling people to drink it, we're not doing it either. That's why Diddy, look, this is the same situation that happened with Diddy and DeLeon when he had got upset with them because they wouldn't give him they gave him a marketing budget, but then cut it back, saying that he wasn't telling people to buy his product, and he didn't, and like he was getting upset because they didn't allocate him a budget that he needed because he was using Carisha to do it. Carisha couldn't sell. She couldn't even sell her own music at the time. He's using all these celebrities that they couldn't sell. I tasted De Leon. He tried to send me a free bottle. I said, this shit's nasty. No, sir. Just because you're Diddy, people aren't just spending their money on anything anymore. Your name carries no weight. So we are, for the first time in history, watching celebrities become irrelevant and Dre babies. Put back up Dre baby. Put Dre baby back up. The clip. And don't forget, guys, the link is in the chat because I want to hear from y'all. You got to bring it back in. It's all good. Hold on for a second. You ain't got to put the clip up. Don't worry about it. We'll move to the callers. You say you can't hear no more? It's like, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Shay? They're saying they can't hear me. What y'all talking about y'all can't hear? Y'all be having us panic. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Oh, okay, I got you. Yes, Jasmine is off enjoying her birthday, so me and Mr. Key be running husband and wife team. Okay? So that's all we got. Now listen, we're going to take a short break. After we come from break, the link is in the chat. I want to hear from y'all. Is celebrityship over? How are they going to go about saving their brands, paying their bills? What's next for them? What does that mean for us as regular, everyday people? Thinking that, you know what, we've had so many people quit their jobs and want to come to the internet thinking that it's easy, and it's not easy, guys. I'm not telling you this because I'm telling you this because I know it's not easy. You got to do this even when you don't want to do it. So we're going to take a short break. After the break, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Well, not phone lines, the video lines. The link is in the chat. Peaches, can you drop the link, please? Because I want to hear from the viewers, okay? All right, we got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bowling Razor Glass 2. Let's go. Every woman got that one wig. Stop forcing that one wig to fit every version of you. Picasso Wigs is changing the game with the 2-wig reality. Your hair should match your schedule. Their hand-selected 13x6 HD wig pairings give you the maximum functional value of 2 contrasting aesthetics. Now transition effortlessly from a sharp, low-maintenance daily cut to long, luxurious extensions for special events. Same woman, distinctly different vibes. Claim your masterpiece duo pack at PicassoWigs.com. Use my coupon code TK10 for 15% off before the sale ends.
Good loving, body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Oh, baby, said give me some good love. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. One more time. Say, give me some good love. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. I love y'all.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, so before the break, we were discussing the fall of celebrities, even the fall of certain influencers. Everybody is losing their mind, crying, losing jobs, trying to impede on other people's lanes just to make some money. And I seen somebody in the comments say this. Hold on for a second. Hold on. This was such a really, really good comment. Let me make sure. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Somebody, why'd you delete your comments? It was such a good comment. You know, I be reading y'all comments. I don't do it while I'm doing commentary, but when I start opening up the lines to y'all and want y'all feedback, I read it. Damn, and I forgot what you said too, but it hit right on the nail. I think it'll come back. But here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. I felt like this show was important because so many people are crashing out, going through it, losing their mind, trying to commit, suicide or unalive themselves online. They're trying to, infringe in other people's lanes, that, to steal from them and take money, anything that they can to make money instead of being their authentic selves, okay? So what does that mean? I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys gonna do if social media disappears? Because if social media disappears, what will you do? If this shit just shut down tomorrow, you couldn't access me, you couldn't watch me no more, and you had to go back to integrating with society, what would you do to make money? What would you do to make friends? A lot of people don't have friends no more because they're online. I'm gonna start with Optimus TV. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey Tasha, can you hear me?
Hey boo, yes.
You forgot, so this is King Luxury from Baltimore, but I changed my name.
Okay, because I see you got the do-rag over your head too, so it was hard for me
Yeah.
to recognize who you were. You coming to the Baltimore show?
I missed it. I'm gonna try. I am
Okay.
out of work right now because of school, so
I
I
know.
probably won't be able to make it. But
I got you.
I'll send you a care package actually.
Don't worry about that. Take care of yourself first. We good. So,
Yes, ma'am.
what you want to comment on?
So first, I wanted to say, you made me mad this week. You made me mad, in a different type of way actually, because I unsubscribed from you like a couple months ago. You know,
Unsubscribed?
I unsubscribed from you last year because
Why? What happened?
it's nothing that happened. Like
I'm not gonna
sometimes
listen,
I've
you're
been
not
watching
gonna be
you for so long.
attacked or you're not gonna be attacked or judged or anything.
Oh no, I know. It's just
Okay.
the fact that like, you know, when I
Okay.
see it's so much to keep up with you. It's so much. Like I was
Okay.
doing and I was doing my own content, and you know, at the end of the day when I was building my YouTube channel, I got off social media. You know, I was going through a tough time with social media and everything, and I went through this
Right.
trying to build a brand of my own, and it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. So I'm glad this topic came up. When I was younger, I actually left my mom's house at 14, and I remember, you know, same way as you said, you know, you would repeat the 9th grade 3 times. I don't think I graduated successfully, and I graduated in 2018. That's a whole
Okay.
different story. So I can relate to that. But one of the things I said to myself, I said, I always wanted to be famous. I always wanted to be. And I think that's any child's dream, because you grow up watching other people and think, oh, they're living the good life and everything. But as we're seeing in this new age and day and time, it's hard. It's shown that the celebrities don't got, you know, it all together. And we see that, you know, with the Tyra Banks documentary, we see with the Diddy situation, we see with all this stuff, and it's kind of like at the end of the day, nobody is genuine, nobody's authentic, exactly what you said. And the question that you did ask, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm saying it wrong, but I'm paraphrasing, you said, if social media ends tomorrow, what will it be for everybody? I always said, so if I ever did social media, if I ever blew up, and I always say this because the question always came to me from people, what happens if you blow up tomorrow? Will you still work, or would you rely on brand deals? And I said, I don't think I could rely on a brand deal, because the same people that collect them are the same people that will get it taken away, basically, and stuff. And looks don't last forever. I had to learn that the hard way.
So
So,
let
you
me
know,
ask
it's
you a
always.
question. Why did not that it matters? Like, why did you unsubscribe?
You said what?
Why did you unsubscribe?
I feel like when I was working on my YouTube channel, I was trying so hard to be like, copy your style, but copy this other person's style, copy another YouTuber style. And I was trying too much. And when people in the comments was like, you're kind of doing topics like Tasha K, or you're kind of doing topics like this other person that you know, the affiliate person, you know, and you're not really doing it you're basically not being yourself. And I'm terrible at being in front of the camera and everything, so I had to learn that. And I was getting, you know, dragged. And so I'm here on Bingo, here on TikTok, here everywhere, actually. So it's kind of like I went through a frenzy trying to figure out what do I want to do. And I end up having the biggest clash. Like, I had to be off social media for almost 6 months, 7 months, actually.
Okay. All right.
Until
So
I found out what I wanted.
you felt like your style was mimicking my style or somebody else's style. So you wanted to just, you know, separate yourself so that you could, you know, be your own authentic self. But you were, I'm sure, inspired because you've been a wino for a very long time. I've seen you.
I was
So
watching you when I
yeah.
was in high school, when I wasn't supposed to. So it was,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
I've been watching you.
I was raising a lot of y'all I know. So I know.
You
So
were.
what I'm saying is why do you want see this bothers me when I hear people say this. I never ever
Mhm.
said when I was a kid I wanted to be famous. I didn't even think I was gonna live past
Really?
25. I did not
Hmm.
have dreams. I did not.
Really? Okay.
If I could choose my life the way that I wanted to live my life, I would just be traveling the world, doing all sorts of crazy things, walking across. Like I got jealous with when I saw Humble Zay walking from Philadelphia to California. I'm like, oh my God, like that is so what I want to do. I want to climb Mount Everest. I want to, I want to jump off the tallest cliff in the world and paraglide. Like that. That's my life. I want to ski in Antarctica. That I swear, if I could do that, I would, but I
Yeah.
can't. But it was something bigger than me that when I saw people speak, I felt compelled
Mhm.
at first. I would be jealous, like, or I'd be talking shit like, why they saying it like that? They don't need to say it like that.
Mhm.
You wasting my time. I got ADHD. Say it like this, put it like this so I can get to the point and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so it called me that way. I did not say I wanted to be famous. It just
Yeah.
happened. So why is it
Mhm.
that you want to be famous? Like, you could be famous in many other ways, but what is your
Yeah.
talent?
And you know what's crazy? I used to draw all the time, but then I stopped drawing and I did not know. Tosh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I to this day don't know why I wanted it. I think because I saw it. I didn't know nothing about it. And then as soon as I got older and matured more, and I lived in the metropolitan DC area for a little bit, so I was meeting, a little bit of public figures, famous people actually.
When
Being
I
at
hear people saying they want to be famous, I hear people saying that
Mhm.
they need attention.
And I think that's the thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, but I don't want to say that
That
here. But yeah,
you lacked attention and validation when you were younger, and you're seeking to get that from people that you don't know so that you can validate yourself and tell yourself that you are somebody, but you don't need that from nobody but yourself.
exactly. And I had to learn that. And I was bullied a lot. Believe it or not, my mom, shout out to her, even though we're not talking, love her to this day. I was bullied a lot as a child. I left home at 14. So like I said, I was triggered with you this week because I clicked your live. Someone sent me your live of the person that was talking about the SA allegations, basically. And
I
so
got
that
you.
actually triggered something in me of because I work with kids now, and basically I was trying to step away from that, and that is my calling, still working with kids. And it made me cry because, I was a victim at the end of the day. And so it showed me, just because something happened to you when you was younger, or even it happened to me at 16, and I have. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Take a minute. Take a minute. Take a minute. Take a minute. Take a minute.
I'm
Take a
sorry, y'all. I
minute.
didn't mean to waste y'all's time. I'm
Don't
sorry.
don't apologize for crying. Don't do that. Don't apologize. You gotta when you have to cry, cry. Because if not, it's gonna be stored somewhere in your body as pain, and it's going to cause issues, headaches, fatigue, adrenaline, like cortisol, elevated cortisol levels, stomach knots, ulcers. Cry. It's
It just
okay.
hurt. It just hurts because when you see people that have a platform and they abuse it, and there's people like me that work with kids who see what they go through, and I see it face to face because I never went through the same stuff that these little kids go through. And I'm putting that on myself, actually seeking therapy to make sure that I'm doing things right, basically, because I ain't got no degree. And you're being talking to like you're stupid and stuff. It makes you feel a certain type of way. It's like these and kids have so much access to social media. I didn't have access to social media when I was younger. I didn't have access until I left my mom's house. And it's like I'm glad my mom. I guess be glad that I'm glad my mom taught me how not to do it, or like she taught me like she put barriers there so that way I wouldn't be affected, but I still got affected anyway. Everyone, we hard head make the soft behind. But
I
it's
got you.
like, when I say, like, of course, the attention part is one thing, because, like I said, I was bullied. I've been a bully. Bullies bully other people, actually. I've bullied people in different ways. You probably see
I
my
got
clips
you.
on Bigo. So, but it's like, I guess that's the thing that I'm saying. It's like, I wish, like, how can I do things so that way? I just wish people would take better care of their platforms and be mindful of people that are watching, because you just don't know who's
Because
watching that you're
it affects
influencing.
you. So when you watch somebody like Perez Hilton or one of your people that you've looked up to, and you're very, you're still very young,
Yeah,
and they do it affects you.
yeah.
And so
It
they have to
affects
be
me
responsible with
because
their platforms. And so I'm gonna
exactly.
do an after show probably Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Probably Sunday.
Mm.
And I want you to hold on for a second. Okay. And I want you to be a part of it. I'll put the link up. It's on my third channel called Tasha K
Mhm.
Lifestyle, because I really want to, deep dive into this. I don't have time right now, but I just kind of want to
Yes, of
get
course.
people's thoughts on the content that we have. But I'm glad to have you back, though.
Thank you. Tosh,
Okay,
I'll
no
DM
problem.
you on Instagram to make sure I got
Please
the right
do.
channel. I
All
will.
right, please do. Okay. All right, no problem. Who's next? You guys wait. Everybody's going to get 1 minute, okay? 1 minute, because I don't want it to drag on, because we do have our second show on TashaKLive.com. We're going to be discussing Johnny Blaze. Y'all gonna have to give me some patience with Johnny Blaze, because I know her personally, and her latest stunt with her setting her car on fire. Yes, I said it. We're gonna unwind that, because Johnny it's only a matter of time before. Thanks, Shape. Okay, I'll take this off. It's all right. It's only a matter of time. Hold on. Hold on. So I can hear you guys before she crashes out again, okay? So we got some receipts on her that is going to blow your mind. And people just got to be careful out here whenever they're dating and they're doing attention-seeking, they're participating in attention-seeking actions, because, stuff like this can wind up on my desk, and now you're really exposed. And so we're definitely going to be discussing Johnny Blaze. Who else are we going to be discussing on TashaKLive.com? T.I. and Tiny's vow renewal, okay? Keisha Cole's new man, Skrilla. And also Brittany Griner divorcing her wife after her wife fought and got her extradited and got her released from a Russian prison. All of that and more coming up on TashaKLive.com. Y'all gonna be able to sound off about it, okay? So you do have to subscribe to watch that show. All right, who's next? Hey, what's her name, Mimi? I can't hear her, Shay. Hold on, it's not, I don't think it's you, Mimi. Give me a second. 1 second, Mimi.
Hello.
Yeah, you can hear her there. Hold on. Got the internet again? Okay. Can I say something, Mimi?
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear her. Yep, I can hear her. All right, Mimi, what do you want to talk? Who do you want to comment on today?
Okay, so my face is white because I'm a mime, and mimes don't normally talk. Of course, when I take off my glove, I'm allowed to speak. I've been miming for 24 years. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and my name is Candace. So I go by Mime Candy, and Candy means confidence in your abilities, never doubting yourself. So I teach with the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, and I work for the Center for Brave Communication. And communicating bravely and authentically is what we coach. We coach companies. We just did a coaching training session this morning. I did not have a face on, but I let them know that centering, which is the Center for Brave Communication, centering is the first thing we have to do to get in alignment, to have the bravest communications ever. And so I do teach children how to creatively move to lyrics. So yes, I do the gospel mime like we kind of grew up with in the Black church. And I also communicate publicly. So I intend on carrying that forever.
Okay, wonderful. So now that you got your glove off and you're talking, now what do you want to discuss real quick? We got about 30 seconds. What do you want to comment on?
Well, the question was, what will you do if the world of social media came to shit or came down and never never really blossomed? I've never been popular on the social medias, but when I get in front of an audience, they can feel the energy. So I intend on spreading my energy, spreading my word, and spreading my movement, and encouraging others to communicate bravely and to go back outside and move their bodies, move to the music that moves us all.
I love it. So you found your purpose and your reasoning for getting up and your hope that keeps you going every day.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. All right, guys. You guys got 1 minute to come in here and give comment on what we were talking about. What would you be doing if social media were to disappear tomorrow? Okay, that means personal life, professional life. Okay, and real quick before we let this next person in, I am gonna say this because I get so many people that come through here and they drop off and they try to project on what we should be talking about. Y'all should be talking about Nolan says T.R. Jackson and the woman who was just found, I guess, hanging from a tree. This is irrelevant to Black people right now. T.R. Jackson. There are plenty of other channels that are discussing that right now. Why do we need to discuss that over here? I do not take pride in discussing people who are unalive. I want to focus on saving the people who are alive, okay? So listen, if you want to go and discuss people who are not alive anymore, there are plenty of other channels for you to divulge in. But don't come over here with that, okay? Because there's nothing we can do to bring them back. My prayers are to everyone that's involved there, okay? Goodbye. Who's next? Hey, boo, what's your name? Where you calling from? I can't hear, Shay.
Oh my God, Tasha.
Okay, I know. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, my name is Shivy. I'm from London.
So, hey, Shivy from London.
Calling in from the UK. I've been watching you for like 7-8 years since that whole R. Kelly thing, and I watch every Friday. I've never called in. So
okay, perfect. What you want to comment on? Thank you so much for your support.
Oh, I love you. First of all, I'm going to say, Tasha, you are so brave because there's certain people, certain celebrities that people will never speak about. And it's like no one is off limits to you. So I want to say that I'm proud of you for always being your authentic self and always talking the truth. And the question was, if social media wasn't there, what would we do?
Yes.
Girl, I'll be just looking for ways to make money because it's tough out here. The cost of living crisis is kicking everyone's butts in. And
so what would be your way to make money? Because if you're just looking for ways to make money, then you'll probably do anything strange for a piece of change. You got to be a little bit more specific. What would you do if social media disappeared and you couldn't just, a lot of people get lost on social media. And that's why I'm asking this question, is because people turn on social media as a way to like just, get out of their lives. They don't want to focus on their lives. So it's just better for me to just scroll. It's endless scrolling. I'm on here. I'm looking at people's social media time. Some people are spending 8-9 hours a day on social media, not making a dime. Some people spend 8-9 hours a day social media while being truck drivers and making money. But what would you do if it disappeared? Who would you talk to? Would you have friends? What would you be doing? Real quick. I just want to hear from you.
Yeah. So me personally, I'm a teacher. So I would do what I do best, which is teach, go tutoring, and literally just encourage people because I've been through a lot in life. And I feel like some people just give up really easily. And in this generation, people are online exposing so many things. And it's like, do you guys not have friends in real life? So I'll just be encouraging people to really look inside and ask themselves, like, what is your actual talent? And go for it. Like, if you're a speaker, go and speak. If you're a singer, or, if your talent is just encourage people. There's actually so many people out there who need encouraging. So
I know, but I was asking you because you said that you would just be out here trying to make money. You're going to teach.
Yeah. So for me, so I'm a private tutor, right? So
so you on the right track. You on the right track. Okay. I like that.
So I work full time, and I'm also a private tutor. So I've got 3 children, 15, 10, and 2 years old. So after I go to work, I then go and do my private tutoring. But with mainstream education in the UK, they really block so many things that you can say. So it's like you can't really have a voice online. So I'm building up my own private tutoring so that I can leave mainstream and just have my own clients and eventually build my own school. So that's what I love. Yeah, so I'm an educator.
That's all I want to know. Okay. That's all I want to know. All right, cool. I just want people to know that people are actively structuring their lives so that they can make money and live what I would call your rich, your wealthy life. Because you don't need to be, everybody has their rich and their wealthy. What is that? So for you, teaching, I like that.
100%. Because the thing is that if my day job comes to an end, I know that I've got a backup because I've been quietly building my business in the back. And a lot of people, there's cuts everywhere. So my background is in law and business. So I'm going back to my legal career as well. But it's like, I can't depend on my boss to always pay me because one day he might wake up and be like, yeah, there's no job for you. So what am I gonna do? I'm always making money different ways, always legally, but just looking for other avenues to recreate. Yep, thank you.
Right. Thank you, Boo. Shout out to the UK. All right. G, listen, 1 minute, baby. How you doing?
Good evening.
Would you good?
Looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Perfect.
Well, quick,
we got an announcement when it comes to that. I'll let you know what's going on. But you're still gonna see me though. All right. So what you got 1 minute. What would you be doing if social media disappeared?
First of all, I'm glad to be pre-social media, so I already know how it is to put foot on the ground and get what I want when I want and get it done. And I'm just talking about because like I used to be an event planner. And, before we could even do email lists, blasting out parties and stuff, I had to be on the streets handing out flyers and stuff like that, actually physically talking with people, inviting them to what's going on, letting them know what's up. So if the internet were to be done after today, I'll be straight because I know how to communicate. I know how to put my foot on the ground and get to work, and still work, not get to work, but still work. So, I really want to encourage all the people who grew up on social media and stuff like that. It's still, you need to know how to communicate as if social media never exists tomorrow. Real quick, I want to comment on Beyonce and Tamar really quick. And just
make it real quick. Okay.
Yeah, about the Tamar thing. I don't know if you saw the comments you kept saying Keke Palmer, Keke Wyatt.
It was Keke Wyatt, my bad. Yeah. So thank you so much. I always get them mixed up. I was like Dwayne Wade and Dwayne Martin. I get them mixed up too. So yeah. Okay.
Both how you doing?
But anyway. Keke Palmer does know how to she's good at that too. Reinvent. Like she just got a $2 million deal. So she's operating in her purpose. And I like how she exposed her down phase as well too. So when she wasn't doing well, she was talking about that, but she still never gave up. So that was a good. But I'm glad you. But y'all know what the hell. Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant.
Yeah, she's the blueprint for this generation. That's why we call
her exactly.
Palmer.
I love it. So, what about Beyonce real quick?
Beyonce, sorry to the Beehive and everything. Look, Beyonce's strength is her music. She's gone through so many businesses over the last 2 to 3 decades. And y'all, I know some of y'all dedicated fans that bought into them. But why they come and go after 6 months to a year, from Adidas to House of Darion to now Sir Davis and all of this other stuff? I just want her to put out this rock album or whatever album that's supposed to come out, get the tour going. I will support, but where she sells is her music. Unfortunately, it ain't branding. And like you said, Tasha, we're in the day and age where, like, yes, we love the celebrity gossip and stuff like that, but celebrities aren't influencers anymore. They haven't been for quite a few years, because if they were, Kamala would have been president. Look at all the people. Look at all the people that she paid over $2 billion in total to promote her as president, and she still lost.
Because she did not talk to us. Had she would have opened her mouth and talked to us, we would have been fine. We already didn't choose you, so now we need to know what you're gonna do. What you gonna do?
Way of
and she put celebrities in front of us, and it did not work. Now we're still regretting it. We're still regretting it.
I don't like how they play that on us black people. They just think if we throw out Beyonce, then that's going to get all the black vote. Or if we throw out Lizzo, that's going to get all the black vote. Like, no, we're not stupid. Talk to us about what we need. Say what you're going to do for us. And then that's how we will get up and vote for you. And it's unfortunate, but yes.
All right. Thank you so much, G. Listen. Okay. I got 3 more people I'm going to take, and then we're going to head over to TashaKLive.com because they're getting irritated. They're like, let's go. They stopping our wine time. I'm like, oh my gosh. But guys, this is our new concept. And obviously you guys are loving it because you've been doing it since Monday and you haven't even noticed that we changed the concept. Thanks to the TashaKLive.com winos for helping me to come out my shell. So here we are. Hey, Queen
How you
Tulsa.
doing? How
I'm
you
good,
doing?
boo. Good, boo. What would you be
Listen,
doing?
I want to jump right into it. Perez isn't the queen of media. Wendy Williams is. I want to say Tina finally found her lane, and that was sacred. Leave that gumbo alone. Okay. Beyonce should try a speaking engagement. Tamar needs to take a ride share to the therapist with Perez. I want to say you said Soulja Boy got called up. Who called him? Trump. Anyways, moving right along. See the God and Lizzo needs to join forces and go to school. That's it. That's all. How you doing?
I'm good, baby. Shout out to Queen Tulsa.
Thank you, baby.
All right, well, thank you. Who's next? Who's next? What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh my goodness, I need to talk to her.
Hey, boo. What's your name?
Hello?
Hey.
I'm there?
Yeah.
I know you lying right now.
No, I'm not lying. It's Tasha K. How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, what's your name?
Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Where you calling from?
West Texas.
How you doing? Shout out to West Texas. What is your comment? What would you be doing if social media disappeared tomorrow?
Still working.
Working doing what?
Two jobs.
I heard that.
Working. Doing what I do. I just wanted to say, leave Perez with God. Leave him with God. He's not in your category. And I don't mean to sound boisterous or
none taken.
He's not in your category.
I don't take offense to that.
Stop talking about him. Stop going on. You inspire me.
Yes,
you have
sir.
no idea how you inspire me.
Thank you.
I had no idea I'm here. This is crazy right now. Real crazy. But if social media disappeared today, I would still work and do what I got to do. I have a story. Real story. I have a story where my life did not play out like I thought it would. Meaning my children, my ex-husband, and life.
Okay.
But you encourage me to say, if it plays out, stop tapping into what you watch and make you take a break from your regular life and not play into people that you look up to.
Yeah.
If they fall, then what you do. It sounds real bad right now because I did not think I would be up here right now.
It's okay. It's good.
But if social media disappears tomorrow, I'm going to put on my big girl panties, do what I need to do, and figure it out.
Love it. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy. Bye. All right, last one before we head over to TashaKLive.com and discuss Johnny Blaze, Brittany Griner, okay? Who else we're going to be talking about on TashaKLive.com? You got me manning calls and stuff. Jasmine ain't here. Shaq is here. Shaq is like, I'm not doing this, so you got to do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Keisha Cole, I here selling to the babies, okay? Selling pussy to the babies, to the killers and drug dealers. T.I. and Tiny made it 15 years despite everything they have gone through. Okay, we're going to discuss all of that on TashaKLive.com. If you do want to be a part of that show, you do have to subscribe. And if you're new here, thank you so much. Welcome. Okay, we're glad to have you. All right, Takara, you're the last. Is it Takara? Okay, Takara, you're the last one. How you doing, baby? What would you be doing if social media disappeared tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yes. Social media disappeared tomorrow. What would you be
Listen,
doing?
let me keep you all the way funky with you. I haven't worked in 6 years and don't have no plans of going back. I was 40 and had a baby. I'm a hustler and I'm going to do what I've been doing, hustling. I've been blessed. I thought about this today. The people who have it the hardest out here are the people who do not have a foundation. And I'm talking about family. As long as I got family, I'm good. One hand washes the other. And that's what we got to get back to. Everybody want to do it themselves? My 24-year-old today, someone, oh, he gonna get him an apartment. He making $1,500 a week. I said, boy, if you don't go in that basement and live in your palace for free. I got a 24-year-old and they 23 and 23 years old. Same birthday. I seen them at every stage. And we all apart. We gotta hold on to our kids. Look.
Okay.
We gotta hold on to our kids. We gotta get it back to family. Mexicans make it because they stick together.
Yes.
Everybody want to be for self. You can't be for self.
I go on TV.
I look around in my neighborhood. I'm like, everybody used to own their homes. Mexican, Hondurans, etc. What?
I love you, Mama. Thank you so much for calling in. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ooh, them children. Lord Jesus, them children. Ooh, you want to run me off a live? Put some children on a live. Lord Jesus. I'm old school. Ain't no kids got no business around no grown folks. Big grown folk time, okay? Thank y'all so much for watching, guys. Do not forget, because y'all are asking how am I keeping my weight down and my calories down. It's through appetite suppression. All right, so I'm taking Activate Pluvi Diet Drops, and what it does is it helps me to fast longer, okay? And so what that means is I take in less calories. I'm eating maybe 1.5 meals a day. I don't have sugar cravings like that, and when I do, I may eat something just a little small as a pick-me-up energy, but I still don't overindulge, so I don't overeat and gain weight. So when you do eat too much calories, that's what happens. And so what this bad boy does, it's plant-based, okay? What this bad boy does is can they still hear me? Okay. And so what these Activate drops do, and you can look at the reviews on shoptkdeals.com, is you put it on your water and it helps your stomach, when it says it's hungry, tell your brain, and your brain tell your stomach that you're not hungry. So you're able to fast longer. Sometimes it can last all day. If you want to do a 3-day fast, you can do it with these drops, okay? You will run through the bottle more, but if it's a day, like I kind of do like every other day where I'll put these drops on, especially if I have a high energy day, especially when I'm in the gym. So what I'll do is, today I didn't get a chance to go to the gym, but tomorrow I will. So tomorrow what I'll do is I'll start off with putting these in my water before my workout. I'll work out. Once I'm done working out, I put them in my water again and I drink, and I'll eat 1 meal for that day, okay? Now, a lot of people say that's extreme, but what I do is I allow my body to eat the fat off of my body, and I build muscle and I sculpt muscle. The next day, I can pretty much eat what I want. Will I overeat? No, because my body is used to not eating a lot. So what I may think is normally me eating a lot, like what I used to do, especially coming from the restaurant industry, snacking, because I used to like oversnack, overeat, or whatnot, I don't do that anymore, okay? And I like this plant-based option made with African mango complex and some other metabolic vitamins and minerals that is added to it. You can look at the reviews on shoptkdeals.com, see the comments from the other winos. They'll tell you whether it works or not. It works for me. It's one of our top selling products on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. Now, real quick, guys, actually, Monday, I'll let y'all know what's going on, okay? Don't worry about that. I'll see y'all on TashaKLive.com. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're new, welcome. If you're an OG, I appreciate you rocking with me. Now I gotta go. Oh, and don't forget our tour tickets on sale, okay? TashaKOnStage.com, TashaKOnStage.com. We pull it up to your city. Make sure you reserve your seat. Okay? I'll see y'all on TashaKLive.com. For those of y'all that are not joining us, I'll see you on Monday. Now I gotta go. Bye.